Morning. It's Sunday morning, morning after UFC 127, which I got to take in at Humperdinck's in Addison, local restaurant chain here in Dallas. Kind of like a Bennigan's or TGIF or anything like that. But this one was actually a pretty good venue. Big room. Lot of TVs. So $5 cover. But anyway, I was very interested in the main event, of course, BJ and John Fitch. Don't care for either guy, really. Haven't liked him for a long time. But Fitch has always been rated high for some reason. Guy wins despite anything else. But, when he faces, GSP, he gets literally mauled. Yet wants to claim that he's ready, for a title. Well, that's great. Clearly what I saw last night was bigger John Fitch uses size and not a lot of skill to kind of grind out a draw. Not a win, but a draw. I think that was pretty appropriate. Despite what I think about BJ personally, he is an ultra-talented guy. His stand-up is scary. His boxing is great. His takedown defense, his flexibility, his jiu-jitsu, guy is great. His always problem has been, his conditioning. And particularly you see it up at welterweight. When he has a weight that's just, above his frame. He made the decision to come back up after getting tooled by Frankie Edgar twice, and that's probably a good move because Edgar's just a step ahead. What's next for BJ? Here's what I think. Here's a crazy idea. BJ still looks kind of puffy at lightweight. Could he drop down and make featherweight? 145. I mean, he used to actually manhandle Uriah, for example. I know he's a bantamweight now. In his camp, who would not want to see a Jose Aldo BJ Penn fight? I mean, I don't know what's left for BJ. I don't think he has the lack of pride to drop down to another promotion, but I do think the decision was appropriate. I think BJ won the first couple rounds, barely, but 10-9, got the takedown on, All-American wrestler, took his back, almost subbed him, definitely did some damage, definitely landed some shots. I know Fitch was bleeding at one point. So that's what I think happens from here, Fitch's only shot, in my opinion, is if GSP vacates the division, which may happen, and I think it should as a GSP fan. But other than that, Fitch will never beat the top-level competition. Just don't see it happening. Hats off to him for at least pulling a draw against a legend, but still. Observations from some of the other fights, a lot of non-events in my opinion. Dennis Siver looked very good. Soteropoulos I'm a fan of, but the guy's his stand-up is not going to be good against a world-class kickboxer. Eberfoyle, the guy who beat Chris Lido, who I'm a big fan of. I mean, clearly he's very good. I thought he was a kind of a douche move. All the shaving of the chest hair and the antics. But it's also fun to watch. And if you can back it up, then even more power to you. So the Bisping, Jorge Rivera rivalry is unfortunate. It really there's a level of classful trash talking and then clear emotion and hate, and it's unfortunate that it came down to that. Clearly, even after the bell, where they usually make up, Bisping still seemed completely butthurt. And you know what? Bisping is a great athlete, great fighter. But dude, give it a rest. Seriously, don't give it a rest. I mean, I didn't follow everything, but dude, when you beat the crap out of a guy, seriously, get over it. Jorge Rivera, if you don't know, had his daughter pass away, unfortunately, last year. And, there's bigger things in life, clearly there's some marketing going on. Maybe I'm out of line, but it just seems that whatever was said, I've seen guys like Nick Diaz make up after a fight. It just the level you're at, I mean, really, Bisping, you're not going to contend for a title. You're very good, but at least not yet, so... Anyway, that's my thoughts on 127. Pretty good card. Have a good day.